What's up, everyone? It's Kaisen here, and welcome back to The Awakening. I am recording this episode right after the last one. We just made it out of the belly of the beast by defeating Piety. And now we are in the Harvest, which is actually the last area. Well, there's not too many new monsters, as you can see here. We've seen all of them. It is the last area in Act 4. So that means we will fight the big boss after this. Let's get our golem back up. It is a bit more dangerous, like the enemies here hurt a bit more, but it's still nothing to be worried about. Again, at this point in the game, you should be fairly tanky. Just make sure to have all of your resistances maxed, or as close to max as possible, obviously. Yeah, but that should have been the case a long time ago already. I've been saying that pretty much every episode. There's a spawner right here. Let's get rid of it. And I have the same problem again, that my vision is a bit impaired because I am recording this with sunlight being annoying. What is this? That looked interesting. So our goal in this area is to find three, I guess you could call them the three generals of Malachai, the end boss. And we want to kill those three to get his organs. Don't ask me why we need his organs. I don't know. I thought, we're trying to kill him, but apparently we have to rescue him first before we can kill him. I don't know. It's an ARPG, Who cares about the storyline? Okay. So just make sure that you don't leave anything out, because otherwise you have to backtrack. This area is pretty straightforward. So, here we go. This is the first boss. You can see it because they have their own little rooms. So as soon as you see on the minimap, you can see this room. So this is Malachai. Now let's clear out here first. Let's get this guy back with full health. Malachai. Well, let's go in and then I'll probably explain while I fight. Okay, this guy, the Inquisitor, he has EK, as you can see. I think it is fire EK, but I'm not sure about this. And he throws these mines down, and if you run over them, they explode and deal damage to you. And he also he consecrates the ground, so you take damage from that as well. So you can see there is quite some damage coming in, and I have to be a bit careful here. Just make sure that you... Whoa, okay. What am I doing here? Right. I can probably face tank him from here. Yeah. I had enough health charges left on my flasks, so that was okay. But as you see, it is quite some damage incoming, and there's not much that you can actually fully avoid when it comes to this fight, because his EK will most likely hit you, and you can't really get around running over some of the traps or the mines. And the consecrated ground, you can get off it, but initially it will deal some damage to you because he obviously is not stupid and will put it right below you. Okay. Now, let's keep going. Oh, there's another one here. Okay. Man. My golem is just dead all the time. He dies so quickly. What am I doing? Oh, whoops. Okay, let's put my golem on here and anger on here because I'm always clicking E to try and get my golem up. And then I just activate and deactivate my aura. And that is obviously why I'm running out of mana all the time. So, yeah. I mean, you can already see that mechanically, I'm awesome. I'm a really good player, you know. The best of the best. Okay. So let's find the second boss. As I said, this area is really straightforward, so we can't really go in the wrong direction. But you can miss it if you don't check up on things here and there. Okay, let's go up here. Another cocoon. Oh, is this? Yes, it is. And this is the second boss that we found right here. This guy has a lot of extra damage, but he's down. Chevrons. Okay, so we actually, in my mind, the hardest boss we have for last. So Malachai that we just fought, it's somewhat dangerous. Yeah, I would say he's the second hardest. I think Chevron is the easiest. And okay, let's go in. She has mainly lightning damage. These books that come up just get out of the... they're like an AoE after a couple of seconds. So you can easily avoid them by just not standing on top of them. So I'm just gonna go here in the free space. Then she throws these balls. If they hit you, they obviously deal damage, but they're easily avoidable as well. So you can already see that I'm just pretty much taking no damage here just by kiting around. Once you get close to her, she uses a melee attack, lightning tendrils, and that's all she does. So I think the fight is pretty easy. Oh man, now I'm pressing R. Okay, it's pretty easy if you're not doing stupid shit. I have to say that up front. So let's just get this on her. Okay, let's get out of harm's way here for a sec. Find her again and deal her. It's just about kiting this fight, nothing more. So here we just want to evade the damage. We can, and I can even face tank, you know, most of the damage in here anyway. Yeah, so I just think this fight is super easy. Don't forget the organ. So we have 2 organs now. The black heart and the entrails. I'll get my boy up again here. And now we're looking for the last remaining boss that we still have to fight. And where's the spawner? Oh, here. Okay. In my mind, that is the hardest of the 3. It's about a lot about kiting as well. Well, there are some options open down there, but let's check up here first. I think it's higher chances that it is around here. Let's kill this guy. Get all of the stuff. All right. What was that? I don't need this. There was a really short lag moment here. So it might be that there's something interesting right around the corner here. That's usually indicative of, you know, if you have this really short interrupt that I just had, it usually means, in my case, oh, you can see I have the bleed on. In my case, it means there might be maybe a rogue exile or a master. I have yet to see a master in this area though, so I'm not sure how likely that is. Oh, they deal quite a bit of damage. Man, where do I get around here? Okay. That's what I meant. It is, these alcoves are really annoying to get around. Okay. Where are we heading? Now my computer is definitely at the wrong spot. Like, the sunlight is really just shining on top of it, so I can't see the map too well. This looks like I can go here. Let's get my guy back up. Okay, this is a dead end. Let's go back. Over here, we have a spawner. Bleed on me. Well, we should be almost through with the area. Wow, okay. That was a bunch of damage. There's another spawner somewhere. And yeah, here we have Dodri. And this is the girl that I think is the most dangerous of all of the bosses that you encounter here. So let's, oh my god, always doing the wrong things. Let's get our aura back up and let's get this guy with full health. Now Dodri's, you can already see it from out here. It's a pretty interesting fight because you have it's all about areas and all about fields, because you have to get into the right field. You are always cursed in this fight with something, and there's 3 different curses. You can have vulnerability on yourself, which I think is the most dangerous, because I do think it doesn't make sense otherwise. Dodri deals physical damage, and if you have vulnerability on your character, it is hurting a lot. In a second zone, you have temporal chains, which means you move slower, and that means that her attacks will hit you more easily, so that's also not that great. And then you have a third field where you are cursed with Enfeeble, and I think that is the best one. Yes, you deal less damage, but it is relatively safe, and even if I have Enfeeble on me, I deal enough damage. So let's go in, and so you can see these fields, and they're switching around. So right now I have vulnerability on me, then here I have, is this, wait, so this, no, what the, okay, so here now I have Enfeeble. Over here, I'm trying to figure out what the signs are, to be honest. Oh, okay, so this is temp chains. Yes, this is temp chains right here. This is Enfeeble. You can see they switch very quickly, and this is vulnerability. So you don't want to be in the red one. You do want to be in the green one. And if you're in the middle, right here in this tiny middle, you get cursed by all 3. And in the interlapping or overlapping fields, you get you get cursed by all 3 as well. So I'm just running around so far, just to show you guys that you always want to be in the green field. because in the green area you only have Enfeeble to worry about. So here I am good. Now it changes. Just trying to figure out, okay. So it rotates left. So now it's Enfeeble, now it changed. Now I can go over here. Oh no, vulnerability. So Enfeeble is down here. Man, this is super confusing. And you can see it's a lot of... First of all, her attacks hurt, and it's a lot of moving around. Her melee attack, by the way, hurts as well. I'm pretty sure that one is... No, I want to be here. Whoa, yep, that hurts a lot. Okay, I can get some free damage on her right now. That's beautiful. And now I probably have to move, yep. So it's a pretty annoying fight as well, I have to say. Whoa, that's dangerous. So you have to basically always get her in the right spot and make sure that she can't really deal too much damage to you, and sometimes you have to wait for the fields to get in the right position again. So here I'm just face tanking her because she's not dealing too much damage, and now I have to kind of already prepare to go over here because the Enfeeble field will hopefully switch now. Come on. Okay. No, I still have vulnerability. I'm still not 100% sure when the fields change and why. Like, is there a timer on them? Because it's still Enfeeble here now. And now it's vulnerability. Oh man. Come on. This fight. Oh. Let's just, yeah, I'm in the right one. Let's just face tank her down. But you can see this fight is, it's weird. And it is hard if you're in the wrong spot and you constantly have to move around. So that's the tricky part about this fight. And she deals a lot of physical damage. So that's why I feel this one is the hardest. The other ones are just easier in terms of you don't have to think that much. You know, the mechanics are not really straightforward. Okay, where do I have to go? Probably down here. I'll just run on my own here. Okay, here we are. At some point you will find the waypoint, and the waypoint looks actually really cool because it is on top of like flesh. But the visuals in here are really, really cool. Now, once you got all of the entrails, the heart, and the lungs, you go to Piety, you give all of them to her, and she will open this black core. Before that, you can enter. One very important thing that I just... I made the mistake the last time I ran this on my other character. If you collected all of the organs, you should fight Malachai right after, because if you log out now and the area resets, you have to fight all of the 3 mobs again before you can go into the black core. So keep that in mind. Alright guys, are you ready? We are going for the final boss of Act 4. Just to show you where I'm at, I have roughly 1,500 life. On my Incinerate, I have 880 damage per second with 37% cast speed modifier. And in terms of defenses, 10% damage reduction, 45% evade, and all the normal resistances maxed out, and 12% chaos resist. So, let's do it. Now here you go into the black core, and Piety is already waiting for you. And once you get close to the middle, you will have Malachai inviting you to a little dance. And I love to dance, so let's do this. So he comes up, and at the start, yes, well, he throws these bombs, and they, whoops, okay, I have some lag here. He has a couple of attacks. He will spawn these things at the corners. Not a big problem, you can easily avoid it. This is a melee attack that you just saw. And he throws these bombs, which I think are physical damage. And then he will go into the ground, and when he comes up again, he'll deal some fire damage, maybe? I'm not sure about the damage types. So just, you know, kite around, deal some damage here and there. Watch out that you're not within the range of his, like, tactical melee attack. Whoa, what did hit me so hard there? Let's get my guy back up. So now he comes up. You want to get a bit out of... Yeah, get out of range. And now he's probably throwing his stuff. Okay. Now I can get some damage on him. And at some point... Okay, right now... he will become intargetable. When he has this red shield around him, you cannot attack him. Or you can, but you will deal no damage. This is basically where Piety was trying to suppress him so that you could deal damage to him, but she failed. So now he reconverted her, and now you have to damage her and kill her first before you can attack Malachai any longer. So here, you know, luckily she doesn't have her beam anymore, otherwise this fight would be terribly gruesome. Okay. So now I brought her down to half, and now she will help us again to deal some more damage to Malachai, which we will do. Okay. Get out of the melee attack range. And you can see my guy here is dying all the time. Oh, I don't want to be in that. Yeah, so there's a lot of damage threats in here. So you have to be careful that you can at least avoid most of it. Whoa, so get out of this. And now you can deal some free damage to him. Now he starts throwing again. And now Piety got reconverted again. So... yeah. You want to avoid his damage, her damage, and deal some damage to Piety at the same time. You can see it's a lot to take in, and a lot of different things going on at the same time. That's what makes this fight relatively tricky. But we got Piety down again. And that means we have the chance to target Malachai again. Oh, actually, this was the first part of the fight. Piety gave her life for us to have the chance to kill Malachai. And now we go down into the Black Heart, and this will be the last fight. In terms of his attacks, there's not much change here, so he still has his melee attack. You know, try to deal some damage to him. So you don't really have to learn something completely new. Whoa, get out of this. Okay, that was bad positioning on my part. He still throws his thingies, and where he throws them, there's some sort of, I don't know what to call it, but the ground is there's damage over time if you go over the ground where he throws his bombs. And now he's untargetable again, so you can't deal damage to him. You have to there's 3 different options: over there, over here, and to the left side. One of these 3 will have his one of his organs, the heart of the beast, that you have to attack first before you can target him again. I have to get my golem up again. So a lot of stuff again. Just make sure that you kill this thing and avoid some damage. Now you can target him again. The good thing is that he spawns minions now, so you will get some flask charges back, which is great because you need it. Woo. Man, I'm going pretty low here. Yeah. It's kind of hard with Incinerate because by the time that you can deal somewhat consistent damage, he's ready for his next attack. So that means you have to move again, and that makes it pretty hard. I want to get my golem back up. Why is that not working out? Here we go. Okay, I got some damage on him here. There's probably better ways to fight this. And I'm sure some people just kill him very, very quickly, but I rather go the safe path. Okay, this is dangerous. That was dangerous. Now he's not targetable again, which means there is another heart that you have to focus. Make sure to not get surrounded by his minions and get out of this attack. Gotta get some diversion up again and focus the heart. And so they nerfed this fight. I still think it is hard enough, definitely. I can probably get this heart down now. So the thing is, don't go with tunnel vision, because sometimes you're like, well, it just needs a couple more hits. But at the same time, he's dealing a lot of damage to you. If that's the case... Whoa. If that's the case, just be safe, You have enough time. Just go around. You will always get your flask charges back by attacking his minions. You can see that is working right now pretty well. I'm just going around him until he does his melee attack. And then I have a couple of seconds where I can actually deal pretty significant damage to him. Here we go. That's the time again. So we reached the last organ. And once the last organ comes up... Okay, I have to be careful here. He is untargetable again, and you also get this... how should I call it? This... Wow, dangerous. This circle on the ground. And within this circle, this will deal damage to you over time. So you don't want to stand in it. Man. Okay, I have to get my guy back up. Get out of this. So it's so much running here in this fight. Just avoiding all of the damage. Okay, that was really good. We got a lot of damage down on the heart. I want to get some charges back up. And we got the heart down. That means he is targetable again. I want my minion back up. He is having his melee attack, so I can deal some damage to him. It's always the same, It's always the same order. I mean, you have to get your pattern in a boss fight, and then you're good to go. So here we go. I deal quite significant damage to him right now. Let's get my guy back up, curse him, and deal damage. Until this thing comes around. Now he goes into his melee form. Yep. And I can deal more damage to him. Get out of the ring. Oh, no. Don't run in there. Okay, that was almost a little misstep on my part. And you can also damage him while he comes up. So he is pretty much dead here. Just making sure that I don't die before him. Here we go. Got him. So this probably took a lot longer than when some other people fight him, but I just wanted to make it, first of all, explain everything to you guys and make it as safe as I possibly could. and to show you guys that a lot of damage can be avoided in this fight. Alright, awesome. The loot is terrible, but we managed to go through Act 4, and we managed to go through normal difficulty without dying once. I can show you guys. Deaths 0 so far. I hope we can keep this up for Cruel. If we can, I would be really, really happy. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel to support me. And I'll see you guys for the next episode. Thanks so much for watching.